Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more of our Pokemon Crystal really randomized Nuzlocke. So, in the last episode, we left off in the town here, and I told you guys we were going to take on the gym this episode, which we actually are going to continue to do. But the reason why I was over here is because I've been doing a little bit of training. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, why are you doing training when we just literally said we weren't going to do training for this gym? Well, that's because we have a little bit of some changes that have happened off screen. So I've been grinding up a, well, pretty much completely new team, actually. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. As you can see, a good portion of our team is actually not the original team that we had last episode. Of course, we still have Lugia, Togetic, and Raikou, but some things have changed, and I definitely want to go over those with you guys first. But before we start here, I actually want to, well, you know what, we could actually start here. No, I want to start back at the beginning and show you guys what happened off screen. So let's go with number 1 here. So, number 1 here is Sandshrew from our box. Sandshrew evolved into what is in our party now, while I was grinding it, Vaporeon. So we have Vaporeon here in our party, as you guys already saw and you already know everything about, besides its typing, which we will get to in a minute. And then next, I went and leveled up Dratini, because Dratini levels up at 30. I made the cutoff 30, mostly because I had a Slowpoke in the PC that didn't evolve till 37, so yeah. Just went 30 because we are going to be taking on Jasmine and Chuck. I believe it's Chuck. But anyway, Dratini evolved into Tyranitar, which of course you guys know is in our PC as well. And then another Pokemon here that we need to take a look at. Not Dratini. Wrong one. There we go. Oddish, who was another boxed Pokemon that I got out to evolved into another Pokemon that evolves, Geodude. So I went ahead and leveled up Geodude, because Geodude then evolved at level 25 into Venusaur, of course, who is also on our team, which is ironic because I literally only leveled up these Pokemon to see what they evolved into, then I was going to make my team based off of that. So it was really weird that those are the 3 that ended up on our team, but we're going to go back here to the original save here, where we were. So we're back to normal now, and we have our team here, our new team, that I have decided to train up. So we have a Dragon Ice type Venusaur, a Fire Grass type Vaporeon, a Psychic type Togetic. Yes, you are not seeing things. Togetic's typing has changed. And next we have Ground type Raikou. Yep, Ground type. Ghost type Lugia. And last but not least, Poison Dark type Tyranitar. So, if you're sensing a pattern here, a theme as to what's going on, because you've been listening in the past few episodes, you will know that I've been talking about changing the game and switching it over to my PC from my husband's PC. Well, that is exactly what I did. So I went ahead and switched everyone over. And once I did that, you know, the typings all changed. So since my team originally was a certain way, when I switched them over, they actually ended up turning into other typings. So you can see Ladian here is normal ground type, Grass Electric for Ursaring, Porygon is Bug Rock, Apom is normal Dragon, Alakazam is now Electric type, Ampharos is now normal Dark type, and Pidgeot is now a Ghost type. Slowpoke is Bug and Ice type. Nidoqueen is now Rock type. Haunter is a Fire type. And I believe that was the last one, actually, was Haunter. I got Haunter up to level 30 because I was actually debating on using Haunter as well, depending on what it evolved into. Because I turned Trade Evolutions off, so Haunter should evolve eventually. I just don't know what level it will evolve, so I decided to put it back in the PC and not evolve it right now and worry about it because we only went to level 30. So if you can see, Pidgeot ended up becoming a ghost type, so we already had Lugia that turned into a ghost type. So I decided to put Pidgeot in the PC, and then we also had Andros, who was a dark type, and I really just wanted to use some diverse typings. So we're going to go ahead and go into the gym here, and we're going to get started. I'll kind of explain to you guys a little bit more about what's going on. But I did end up switching it over, yes. And we had multiple typings that were kind of the same on the team. So I went ahead and decided to just get rid of the whole team except for Lugia. I brought back out Raikou, and then I decided I would bring back out, oh, who else was it? Togetic. Because I think Togetic was actually here a little bit longer than Ampharos was, because Ampharos, I think, was originally the Nidoran male that we had. So I ended up keeping Togetic because I wanted to kind of keep the team somewhat similar. I know it's changed quite a bit, but those three, aside from Raikou, who was kind of an early addition whenever it hatched from its egg and just kind of stayed around, because it's Raikou, I mean, come on, it's a legendary. I just decided to go ahead and keep those three around, because of course Lugia is not going anywhere, it's our starter. And I was kind of a little bit upset, because I had told you guys, you knew, that when I traded the team over here, and the team was going to be on my computer and not his, that the typings were going to change, because obviously the game is really, really randomized, so everything that was randomized before on that computer is going to be randomized again on my computer. There's nothing I could do about that unless I was to go through and make the Pokemon exactly the same typings, but then it really wouldn't be a really randomized Nuzlocke because they would be the same typings. And I think that's actually like really, really hard to do. So I didn't really worry about that. I just kind of stuck with what we already have and decided to go ahead and randomize everything, because the more that I procrastinated on it, the higher level we were going to be, and then the more awkward it was going to be, because if we were, like I said last episode, around, oh, I don't know, 40, 50s, and then I had to train up a completely new team because we traded them over to my game and they changed typings, I just don't think that would be right. So I wanted to do it as quickly as possible, and I finally made the decision to just go ahead and do it and get it over with. So it's definitely going to be some different changes. We actually do need to go back as well. I don't know when or if I am going to or not, but I think I need to go back. I know the Goldenrod department store originally had some of those TMs for us that we could purchase. Well, now that it's re-randomized, I actually went back and looked at some of my moves in my bag that I had. You guys know I was going to go ahead and teach some Pokemon some moves and stuff if they were the same type. Well, I was going to teach these guys here some of those moves, but then I was like, oh, yeah, the thing randomized everything again, so the moves are actually different as well. Even the ones in my bag, they are all randomized to something else. So, yeah. We can go back to the Goldenrod department store and we can actually look and see what moves are actually there. And then we can also go ahead and actually go see what Pokemon are at the game corner, if that would be something I would want to do as well. So you can see we have Hyper Fang, Mirror Move, Fire Blast, and Fire Punch now, which obviously is not originally what we had. They were re-randomized. But I do need to teach someone Strength, so I have no idea who to teach it to, really, in all honesty, because the movesets are completely different now since everybody is obviously randomized. And also another thing is we don't have Surf anymore, because I think Ampharos had Surf, which doesn't make sense now because Ampharos is not a water type. So I got a water type on the team, but for some weird reason our water type cannot learn Surf, which I thought was really weird. So we'll have to try to figure out some way to get someone to learn Surf or something, because I don't know if I really want to teach a Pokemon to fly when we could literally get around the place with nothing. We don't really have to worry about flying. We're good for now. And I need someone to learn Surf. Ooh, man. Ooh. Oh, I got up too early this morning. We need someone to learn Surf so that we can get back over to Jasmine. without flying, because I don't really want to fly. I know it'd be easier, but we could just go over there. I don't know if it actually is a thing or not. I don't remember when I last saved. I know when I went back to do the... No, I didn't save. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I took on a few trainers, but it doesn't matter because I just did it for the thumbnail. I had saved beforehand, and then I got the thumbnail, and that was it, so it was nothing. So I didn't take on any trainers. I just basically went ahead and got in the water with the fishing rod and just started to fish a lot. That's really what I did, is I started to fish a whole bunch. And I encountered dugongs, fortress, and hootuts. So I trained on those. So there we go. That is what I did off screen. And another thing that I did off screen that I don't know if you can actually hear or anything, but I have a list here. I wrote down all the typings of our current team and what they're weak to. Well, if it's really that big of a deal what they're weak to, but if there's big weaknesses versus resistances. Yes, I finally got around to doing the resistances. Because that was one thing that just I couldn't figure out because the typings were all randomized. It was the resistance. Like, what is what? So, we have Venusaur, which is Dragon Ice. Literally the only Dragon Ice type Pokemon is Kyurem. So, I had Fighting, Rock, Steel, and Dragon, which is weak. But we resist Water, Grass, and Electric. And then we have Vaporeon, who is Fire and Grass type. So I just kind of did what Grass was weak to and what Fire was weak to, and just went like that. So we just resist. I just did resistance for this one because I know what Fire and Grass is weak to. So we resist Bug, Steel, Fire, Grass, Ice, Ground, Water, and Electric. That might seem like a lot, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna. We don't actually resist all of those. Because since we are Fire Grass, I know that one of them is a little confusing. Like, I know if you're normal Dark type or something like that, you're definitely 4 times weak to, you're 4 times weak to, what is it? Fighting. Yes, I couldn't think of it. But as you just saw there, I think that Ivysaur actually hit us with an Ice Punch. And it wasn't super effective, even though we were Dragon type, because we were part Ice type, which Ice, I guess, resists Ice, or resists itself. That's one thing that I didn't do, was I didn't look up, like, if you're an Ice type and you're hit with the same type, do you resist that typing? I didn't do that. But I did write down the resistances of my Pokemon. So I thought that would be pretty helpful to have on hand. And actually the only Pokemon that can learn Surf on the team, because I actually did look to see who it was, is Venusaur. Which is really weird, but yeah, Venusaur's the only one that can... Oh, wait, I forgot. You give me a Pokemon, and it will be randomized. So yeah, I'll take that Pokemon here before we continue on. I almost forgot about that if I wouldn't have went into the house by accident. Let's just deposit a Pokemon real quick here. Let's deposit Tyranitar. Now, the reason Tyranitar, I think it's Raikou and Lugia. I know Tyranitar is level 30. Yeah, the reason they're a little bit extra leveled is because when I was grinding, I was switch training some of them because they were really low levels at first. So I went ahead and switched them around, and each time I switched them back in, you know, they got experience. So Tyranitar ended up getting to level 30 because the Dratini wouldn't evolve until it got to 30, but the rest of them were switch training, and that's why it just got to level 27, because I think originally we weren't that high level when we left off last episode, but I figured with Venusaur and Vaporeon up front being the lowest levels, it would be okay. Alright, so we got ourselves a Pokemon that this guy wants us to quote-unquote borrow and then save and then give it back to him. We're not going to do that. So this is Shucky, who I'm guessing is the same. Are you the same? You're not. There we go. You are a Steel Electric type Scyther. Woo! Holding a berry. And you know, Iron Tail, Body Slam, Hydro Pump, and Spark. Okay, well that's nice to know. I will take that berry from you. And I will put you in the PC. because we don't need you on the team right now. We have a full team as it is, but it's nice to have extras in the PC. You know, this is the first time when I'm actually feeling very confident about our team. So, I don't know if I should be worried about that, but I don't know, I just feel really confident about our team so far. So I think we should do A-okay, and not have to worry about completely wiping anymore. Shouldn't be a problem. So let's go ahead and we can actually move the boulders around now and take on Chuck. We'll take him on, and then we will actually go, if we have time, we will go and check out the... Oh, I could actually do that next episode, so I don't know. We'll see how long this takes. Wahaha! So you've come this far. Let me tell you, I'm tough. My Pokemon will crush stones and shatter bones. Watch this. Hurrah! Yeah, throw that rock into that statue. There, scared now, are you? What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon. That's true. Come on, we shall do battle. I love how he's just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do battle because it has nothing to do with Pokemon, that I can throw a rock here to here. Which is kind of weird though, because I'm a little girl and I was pushing those rocks aside to get to you. Like, technically my Pokemon were doing it, but since this is like one of the newer younger, what am I saying? older generations, where the Pokemon don't actually, you don't see them, it technically is like I'm pushing those rocks too, so you know, you're really not all that strong as you think you are. Okay, he's got a Wooper and a Pidgeotto. Nothing! You are completely useless. But your Pidgeotto is level 30, which, ouch, that is surprisingly strong. And I thought we didn't have to get to level 30 in this gym. But luckily for us, that Pidgeotto had to have been a Dragon type, because it is gone in one hit, and Venusaur is level 27. And we've actually defeated Ranger Alex, surprisingly, very easily. What? Huh? I lost? How about that? You're worthy of the Storm Badge. Of course I am. What did you think? This was going to be some hard, tough battle? It's all dependent on the randomizer, you guys. It always is. Alright, level 70 Pokemon will disobey us, or will not disobey us. We can use Fly outside of battle now, and we have received TM01, which is going to be randomized to Razor Leaf. That would actually be pretty good put on Vaporeon, because I believe Vaporeon is Fire Grass type, and we only have Fire type moves right now. We have no Grass type moves. So I think I might want to go ahead and teach it to Vaporeon. If Vaporeon can actually learn it is the question, and you can. Okay. Let's teach you Razor Leaf and get rid of Egg Bomb, because Egg Bomb never hits. Like, it hits sometimes, but not a lot of times. Can you learn Fire Punch as well? You can. Ooh. I want to teach you Fire Punch, though. But it is nice to have Rain Dance and Bubble Beam, but I guess we'll get rid of Rain Dance. When am I actually going to use that, though? When am I actually going to use that? Oh, and we need to teach Surf to Venusaur. I know, Venusaur is the only one that can learn Surf. Actually, did Tyranitar say it could learn Surf? No, it couldn't. Okay. I guess we'll teach Venusaur Surf. I don't know what its hidden power is, so I'll just get rid of hidden power. It's nice to have a, Surf. Nice to have Surf on it, I guess, because I think we might be weak to Fire types being Ice type, so I think it'll be good to just go ahead and actually have that on there for those Fire types if we do encounter one. And actually, I don't know, maybe Dragon resists fire, but I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't know is what that is. Okay, so we got Fly, we can teach that to our Pokemon, but actually before we even go on to the next area here, there is something that we need to do up here. And I was looking, I thought there was someone that gives you a TM. Pokemon with you, photo, no thanks. I thought there was someone that gave you a TM for like Psychic or something, but this lady up here didn't do anything like that. She kind of just, she just told me when and how and where I got my Pokemon from, so I guess I must have been mistaken on that. Maybe it was something else, I don't know, but if you will look up here, we have Suicune up here, who is actually just chilling around and not doing anything. But he's gonna hop away and we get a little cutscene here with Yusin. Yo! Wasn't that Suicune just now? I only caught a quick glimpse, but I thought I saw Suicune running on the waves. Suicune is beautiful and grand, and it races through towns and roads at simply awesome speeds. It's wonderful. I want to see Suicune up close. I've decided. I'll battle you as a trainer to earn Suicune's respect. Come on, let's battle now. Alright, buddy. We will battle because apparently I need to battle you to have anything to do with Suicune because you are just determined to catch it or something, I don't know. But he has every right to that we do, technically. Like, literally, we have... It's weird. Like, the people in the game are here to... You know what? Let's test this out right now. The people in the game are here to capture Pokemon just as much as we are. So what is the reason that Yusin shouldn't be able to capture Suicune? You know, like, why shouldn't Yusin be able to capture Suicune just like we could? So, yeah. That's definitely something that is worth thinking about. Like, what gives us the right as just the player to capture all the legendary Pokemon and not let anyone else capture them? Something to actually kind of like think about for once, because we always just assume everyone that wants to catch these legendary Pokemon are bad. They're the bad guys. They're not the guys that we want to be with or around our Pokemon or any other Pokemon, but they have just as much right as we do. So, I mean, I can see Yusin's point here. He's actually wanting to do something about this, so I could see what is going on there with that, but you know, it's just his right as well, so I guess we can do nothing but just fight for the right to Suicune, I guess. Although if he did end up winning, I really wouldn't care. Like, are we just deciding on like who's gonna be able to see Suicune or who's gonna be able to capture Suicune? Like, what are we deciding on is what I want to know. I'm guessing it's just we're trying to decide, should Suicune follow me around or should Suicune follow Yusin around? I don't know. This seems weird to me. Okay, so I'm guessing this thing is maybe a water type or part water type because Razor Leaf was super effective on it, but the first time it didn't do much. I know the second time it was a crit, but still, that was not good. Didn't do much damage, and that was his ace, I guess, so he decided to do that first, which I think is most of the time their big mistake. Like, the big mistake that they make is they just send out the most strongest Pokemon that they have first, which they shouldn't do, because literally the next Pokemon they send out is going to be lower leveled and not have as much of a fight. Alright, Yusin, apparently you lost. I hate to admit it, but you win. So unfortunately, I'm going to be the one who's going to be taking on Suicune. You're amazing, Chris. No wonder Pokemon gravitate to you. I get it now. I'm going to keep searching for Suicune. I'm sure we'll see each other again. See you around. Okay, so whether we beat him or not does not even matter. Because he's still going to be searching for Suicune and probably show up whenever Suicune is around. So, I don't get the point of us having to battle it out, but if that's what he wanted to do, then sure, you can do that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and swim on over here to, oh, are we on Route 41? We are on Route 41. We didn't catch a Pokemon on Route 41, did we? Because I was like, does this go to the next route? And it doesn't. So there we go. Here's our Pokemon for Route 41. Actually, oh man, I would really, really love to see. I can't because it's in the Pokefinder. If this Pokemon, and we've caught it before, let's catch it, and we'll see. Quagsire, 41, and I need to get my Pokegear out actually. 41. 40. In which city? 42. 41. So is this 41 up here? Or is this considered 40? So I know we come this way. Wow, Zapdos just on the water. Chilling. I know we come up this way. So here's Sandwood City. Here's Route 141. Oh, okay, so that Quagsire unfortunately will not count. So I'll go ahead and remove the Quagsire from the PC off screen and get rid of that, so we won't have to worry about it next time. I just assumed that this was going to be a different route, but I guess it wasn't. I love how we could have got a Zapdos, because there's literally Zapdos on the water. And you are in my way, girl. Pursuit? There we go. Need to get to land! There we go. Okay, so we are back and we need to give Jasmine the medicine for Amphi, but first I'm going to heal up and I'm going to actually end off the episode here. Yeah. Sorry! We're going to give Jasmine the medicine stuff later. I'm actually going to go and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Goldenrod City so we can see what TMs are there. And then, well, I'm going to do it because it's fresh on my mind. I feel like if I wait until we get back towards Goldenrod City, then I'm going to forget. So, I'm going to do that as well. And then we will also see what's in the game corner, so I'll be over that way. You know what, the more that I think about it, the more that I just think we should wait. Because we really are going to go back to Goldenrod. We're going to be back over in that direction any moment after we help Jasmine, so we should just stick to where we are. So I'm going to go back off screen and I'm going to get rid of that Quagsire. And then we will go ahead and give Jasmine the medicine and fight her. Because I think we should be ready. I'll do a little bit of grinding. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So I will see you guys next episode in some more of our Pokemon Crystal Really Randomized Nuzlocke.